castle, is it?
Yeah.
And I've been picking up stuff and I wanted to record it. I keep seeing leather restraints, like leather wrist restraints, and also American and Canadian troops, possibly Air Force, and round heads. So I'm recording it now. We're still like a minute away from this castle. I know nothing about this place, so I've just hit record now before we get there, and we'll see if I can see any more. So I'll hit pause. Look at this town. Look at it.
Can you see signs for the castle?
Can you see the castle?
At the second exit.
Look at the buildings. Look, that one's wonky.
Oh, the wrong turn.
That street was just like
Look at the park.
Whitby.
There's an abbey as well.
Now leave the exit.
Wow. Big owl in the garden.
Oh crap, you can't get up that way.
This place is well old. I'll hit pause, otherwise I'll want to record everything. Wow. I was saying this is what Salem's like. Remove the castles, obviously, but this is incredible. Oh wow. So let's it's 1,000 years old. William McCong. I don't know. I need to know what roundheads are. I could see men with the round helmets on. Rufus the Red. Gunhild. Swan Neck. I love how they had names like that. They're Viking names. I need to find out roundheads. It was a prison. It was a cell block, that's why I saw restraints. Oh, I knew it. Yay! Refusing to participate in the war. Oh, so they were pugilists. No. Conscientious objectors. Conscientious objectors. Pugilist is someone who fights. I knew I could see restraints. I knew it. I suppose you can't go in there. No. Bollocks. So now I have to find out about... Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Was it the round, were they called Roundhead Cavaliers? knights lived here. I'm gonna pause it now. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Do you think that's where they put bad guys? Yeah. Like a oubliette. Oh, and I've even got my boobs in that. Oh my god, they were tiny. I need to find out about roundheads. It's going to drive me insane. I keep seeing American Canadian troops. Every time I hear that song, that Glenn Miller, I always know it means American soldiers. Oh my god, that's beautiful. It's like a scene out of Romeo and Juliet. Oh, I can see soldiers, American soldiers there. In uniform, looking ever so dashing. Right. So this was all the religious side. Now I keep seeing troops, man. They're on dates with girls. They've brought girls here. Dating the locals, I think. Oh, Robert Baden-Powell, founder of the Scouts and Guides movement. Lived from 1908 to 1910 in the barracks, which formerly stood on the site. So there were soldiers here. Hang on, didn't they say that at the front? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Did I just walk past that whole thing where it said it was the prison and then it said it was barracks? Oh. See, because I get caught up in time, I get trapped in time, so I don't pay attention to like reading and walking because I see something completely different to what is in reality. That did say about the barracks, didn't it? And where it said about that it was also a prison, it said it was barracks. So that's Debbie Lee. Because I know they're trying to teach me to exist in reality as well as consciousness. But I get so caught up in consciousness I forget to be in reality. So I don't, even though I might be looking at something and writing that's obvious to what I picked up, it doesn't always register because I'm not in that time zone, like I'm not there. I'm where I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Well, that's that confirmed then. I'm going to go back to that sign just to reaffirm what I'd said. I do apologise. I completely missed it. I can't even begin to describe to you how confusing it is when you're in sitting in the consciousness of time, having to navigate yourself around the 3D reality of it. I'm not climbing up there. I have a stroke. I'm gonna kick myself. I know I'm gonna kick myself.
Interesting,
But that's British. I'm seeing American. I mean, troops is troops, but I'm seeing American. Possibly Canadian. But what nationality was Baden Powell? In the Disney movie, he was American, wasn't he? I need to dig deeper. Every time I hear da 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 da, I know that means American troops. Doesn't have to mean World War II, just means they're from America. And I keep seeing aeroplanes. I can hear them too. So there might be a bit of crossover. I feel like I've walked 500 miles. Oh. So that's what it looked like, and that's what it is now. I shall put you on pause. Latrines, look, it's ye oldie worldy toilet. Ew. That's the garden, but I won't go down there without the boys. It's going to drive me out the wall until I find out why I can see what I can see. There may have been a Air Force base nearby, because I'm seeing planes now. These are definitely World War II planes. Those archaeologists are talking about World War II stuff, so I'm trying to listen without listening. The jackdaws. They're saying something about photos from 1942. That there's not a lot of photos that exist of this place in the 20th century, other than it goes up to 1942 or something. He was talking about troops' tents being in the courtyard. But I don't want to interrupt them. So there was definitely, I'm telling you, I know what I can see. They might not have stayed here like the World War I soldiers did, but I'm telling you, I can see American and possibly Canadian troops, and I can see warplanes. Big ones. Those ones, because I can hear the engines. Bombers. And men with round metal helmets on. I think the Roundheads fought the Cavaliers, but I'm seeing Roundheads. I'm trying to listen without listening. I'll keep you posted. Oh, here they come. They climbed there. I'm not climbing there. I'm scared of heights. Right, can you check on your phone? Soldiers were here. World War One soldiers were here. And he was saying, I was trying to listen in on the conversation. He was saying that they've got photos up until 1942. There were definitely soldiers here, but I said, even though I know there were World War One soldiers here, I can see American and possibly Canadian troops, and I'm seeing warplanes.
Conscientious objectors were held here.
Yeah, we saw that bit at the front. I called them pugilists, and I didn't. It was not pugilists. They're not fighters. It's the opposite.
It's mentioned in the Doomsday Survey. Duke Conan.
Roundheads and American troops in Richmond.
Okay.
Okay, so we've found evidence of there being soldiers here from World War Two.
World War II, World War One, and before that in the 1800s.
They said from various armies. So, because I'm wondering whether there wasn't like an air force or something here nearby, like an airfield. So there was definitely soldiers here in World War Two from various armies, they said. So we shall keep you posted. I want to ask those people, but I'm too shy. This bit we're heading into is called Cockpit Garden. God, I hate cobbled. This is the sort of stuff that makes me fall down. I'm going to pause it in case I fall down and catch it on camera. But it was called Cockpit Garden, Gabriel, so it leads credence to believe it has something to do with planes.
If you trip and break your foot for the 6th time.
I don't usually break my phone because I drop it. I break my phone because I'm biomagnetic. And I didn't break the last one. That was telekinesis. That's because I was in pain. Yeah. Remember, it got flung off I wasn't anywhere near my phone. My phone threw off the bed when I ran. Right, pause. No, it was called Cockpit because they did cockfighting here. Oh my God, they did bear baiting. No wonder they fell into wreck and ruin. This place got destroyed so many times. Now you know why. Oh.
So there used to be things on the outside.
Oh well. They deserve to be destroyed. I don't even care that I got that bit wrong. I just assumed because it was cockpit, you don't think of bird fighting. Although I should have thought of that. But I didn't. Because I'm not thinking straight because I'm not here. I don't think straight when I'm not here. Oh, all the busy bees. Hello, you pretty fiend. You're so pretty. Oh my God, I love you. I'm your queen. I'm Debbie. You gonna come and say hello? Just want to record you because you're just so beautiful. Thank you for everything that you do for us. I'm a humble bee. I made it funny. I said I'm a humble bee. Look at them all. Look at them. Look at them making our planet great. Swarming.
And bumblebees hide their stingers, so give a false sense of security.
So many bees.
It's stunning, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. everything they do for us.
Bees are the most important animal on our planet.
Why, thank you.
No, because without bees,
I'm just feeling a little bit off at the moment. My son's having to hold me because I can see what looks like victims of famine. I can see this man and he's emaciated. I feel like I'm going to pass out. So my son's holding me. My boys know what to do, so when I time slip they know what to do. I can't breathe. Can you see anything?
I'm not seeing anything.
What about you, Schmoople?
No, not really.
Not really, but it suggests possibly. I'm getting really confused. I'm having trouble distinguishing now to then, and it's making me confused when I talk. I'm getting stuff wrong. Like how I said pugilist, and that's not like me. You know me and my use of words. I'm navigating time and reality at the same time, but it's the first time I've done it consciously, where I'm consciously aware of it, and it's bothering me because I don't like making mistakes, and I'm telling you, I can see famine. I need to sit down, sweetheart, because if I go down, you're not going to be able to catch me. Oh. I don't know if I don't know if they starved prisoners here and it's him wandering, because you know, basically the only true paranormal activity you'll get, like what people call ghosts, are time bends. He didn't know I was there, he couldn't see me, so that must have been a time bend. But either they starved prisoners here to death, they starved them to death, and his tragic death left an imprint, and you know, that's him trapped. And you know, his energy is, his frequency is wandering the grounds, or there was a famine here. But he was so like I said, I can feel him, and I can feel his ribs, I can see everything, like when you see on the news these famine victims, you can see he's basically just bones with skin. So I don't know whether they put people down in the dungeon and then starved them to death, which means if his spirit, if his frequency is trapped here, it means he was an innocent person. And I would cross him over if I knew what it was I was seeing. Famine, just starved. He only looks like he's in like his 30s as well, and his hair's all growing, and he's got a beard in that. I mean, he could have been a prisoner here. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to ask. No, it doesn't have to be related to the castle, Dad. If there was a famine, there was a famine.
No, it's a novel set in Ireland.
Oh.
Right.
Because I said to Thomas, I don't know whether there was a famine here or whether they starved prisoners to death.
Right, what was it? Richmond Castle, World War II?
Yeah. Or Richmond. It doesn't have to involve the castle. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Air Force Base or American troops. Any connection with Richmond and American/Canadian troops World War II. They've got round helmets on. They've got round helmets on, Thomas. I don't know which way to go. With a cannonball. Temporary military occupation during the English Civil War. That was the Cavaliers and the Roundheads War, was it not? It was. So the English Civil War was the Cavaliers and the Roundheads. I knew I was seeing. I knew what I was seeing. I thought I was going mental again. Right, so it's just I've been confirmed about everything except the man who was starved to death and the connection to American and or Canadian troops. So I'm going to turn it off now and I will let you know what's going on. So we've come back from the castle and I've been doing some investigating. I've had to sit down because I feel terrible. I've been having to talk to my girl Michelle to help me because I don't even know how to describe it. I said the only way I can explain it, it's like I'm seeing, never in all my time jumping experience, usually when I time jump, I'm in like the now, the reality, and then I'll see like one thing at a time. So I can be like, oh, I can see a World War thing, blah, 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 and then walk around the corner and say, oh, I can see a Bronze Age, blah, and then move down a bit and be like, oh, I can see a Georgian whatever. But never in my life, because this place, this Richmond is so old, it's Bronze Age, I'm seeing like 6 or 7 different eras in one vision. So I'm seeing, 6 or 7 different time periods at once. It's like fractal portals. And each portal is a different time area, but I'm a time zone, time era. So I can't even, because I knew something was off when I was having trouble talking on camera, because I don't usually have trouble articulating myself. But I knew something wasn't right when I was having trouble articulating myself. So I've been doing some research, and yes, there was roundhead, like Civil War stuff here. So that jump was correct, and also the prisoners, that jump was correct. And it was Canadian Air Force. They had Canadian barracks here. There was Canadian Air Force barracks up the road, and they used to come here all the time. I'm going to put links in the box so that you can check it out. Now the interesting thing is, this is the hardest bit, is that there were 2 famines here. In 1069, some invaders came, and I know the time period, and that you're just going to have to forgive me because I can't concentrate properly. I've literally been dumped in a park for my boy's dad to go and get the car because I can't even. Anyway, so in 1069, the invaders came and they smashed all the farm tools and killed all the domestic cattle and destroyed all the crops so that nobody here could till the land, and there was a famine. And then in 1315 to 1345 or something, I'll put a link in the box below, there was a famine here as well again. So I was right about those too, so I'll put a link in the description box below. I'm too scared to move. I said to my girl Michelle, it's like my brain is having trouble trying to comprehend the fact that I'm walking around in about 7 different time periods all at once. Never in my life has a jump ever overlapped like this in reality. Like if I'm sitting in my room, recently I can see, I call them omni jumps, but it's like I'm sitting in my room and I see it in my head. It's like omnipresent, like an omnipresence, an omni jump, a parallel jump. I can see like 2 or 3 things in one vision, but it's never happened to me before in physical reality. Like I've never been physically walking down the street somewhere and done an omni jump where I'm physically in like 5 or 6 different time periods at once, but that's exactly what's just happened. And my brain is having trouble comprehending it all, and I feel incredibly nauseated, and I have the worst headache. It's like my actual physical brain, like the neurological makeup of my brain, is having trouble holding all the time periods in one vision. I'm blind, I can't actually see. I can see the buildings and I can see like the station and that, but I can't see. How can I explain it? I can see it, but to look at it, I can't see it. It's like everything's white, but I can see it, but all I can see is it, and like Bronze Age, I can see a Bronze Age man, I can see a Georgian woman, I can see Victorian people, like all... Whatever floats your boat, mate. Chad go bar. So, I'm too scared to stand, so I've been dumped in a park and I'm literally going to have to be carried to the car. I'm trying not to cry because this always scares me when this happens, because I never know what's going to happen. I can't see anything. All I can see is history, like 7 different time periods. I'm going to have to cross that man over.
Yeah, here he is.
Okay, the car's here. I'm not going to film myself being carried to the car. I'll speak to you later.